Shalom, this is Brother Darby from GMS Detroit. I would like to say all praise to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, the Crocodiles, double honors to the elders, apostles of GMS who rule well, and Shalom to the whole elect out there. With that being said, we're going to get into this lesson. This lesson is concerning this pic, and I'm on Facebook, right? And you see this pic, but then you see the laughing emojis, right? Then you go into the comics, which were really, really, this stuff will give you high blood pressure. So you got to be careful what you entertain, you know what I'm saying? Because you get mad, and you know in the truth you get mad. So and then you try to, these Edomites love to cover up their pain with laughter. This is what they do. They cover up their pain, shame, and guilt with laughter, you know. So you get people throwing up laughing emojis, and you get a lot of Jake throwing up laughing emoji too, because they're just ignorant, you know what I'm saying? And they love their oppressor. They the ones with the cognitive dissonance and Stockholm syndrome Israelites that love their fucking oppressor, you know what I'm saying? And they, and just basically a fucking 2/3 nigga, man, you know. So you get these pictures. I was just looking at one picture. I was looking at where they had this thing with about the Moors ruling Europe, and we know that in the truth. We know through the truth that the Moors ruled Europe and whatnot, and and they had this picture. I'm gonna see if I can get to one of the pictures. Let me see if I can. I don't want to expose too much of my Okay, here we go. My personal information. So we go to the post right here. This is the post right here. Now we get that, we see this picture. Now we know this is true actually in the scriptures. We know in the truth we find this out, and it's all in this. It's in the scriptures, right? And like you say, like my elders tell me, you got to read the scriptures with a history book. I mean, with history books too. You know what I'm saying? And a dictionary. Preferably the Bible dictionary and whatnot to unravel this truth. And we know a lazy ass, shiftless piece of shit Edomite is not going to do that because they just used to fucking just taking every fucking thing they fucking want and need. They never work hard on it. All the greatest inventions was just taken from Jake. These motherfuckers don't work hard on shit. They just brutalize and bully their way through fucking society. So nevertheless, you go into these laughing emojis, and you find videos like this all the time. And these Edomites, it'd be the Edomites, especially with this. When there's something called this, you would get Edomites, and you would get the so-called black woman. She don't like this neither. So she will put a laughing emoji up too. You know what I'm saying? Then you get, like I said, your occasional 2/3 nigga who don't know shit, don't know his ass from a hole in the ground that will laugh too. Ignorance is always covered up with laughter. You know what I'm saying? So let's just look at the demographics of the laughing emojis that we the people. Like I say, the sisters, Star Wilson. Let's look at it's the black woman, the Esau's fucking battle axe and his fucking pit bull. She's the main one. You see her out there. You see her and Esau. Her and mainly Esau are the ones that's laughing at this shit. You know what I'm saying? Who wanna laugh? You know what I'm saying? And then you do your occasional Jake. You know what I'm saying? And you get a lot of Northern Kingdom Mexicans that they just want to hop on the fucking bandwagon and suck Esau ass. Northern Kingdom really gets on my fucking nerve, man. Because they want to just keep their head and plant it up in Esau ass, man. You see the demographics. It's just Edomites, Northern Kingdom, and nigger women. But mainly just Edomites. Isa Espanol. Espanol. I guess that's how you say that, or wherever. That's Northern Kingdom. And you get like I say, your nigger woman. You get your nigger woman and you get your Edomite. You know what I'm saying? That's the demographics that makes up the laughing emoji. You know what I'm saying? These fucking Northern Kingdom don't want a nigga to have nothing. And they just so compete. Esau done just arranged them where they just compete against you all the fucking time. You know what I'm saying? And Northern Kingdom can't compete with Jake with Judah and nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? Issachar can't compete with Judah and nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, in building a fucking lowrider, yeah. And even in that, they fall short. Because in the lowriding world, Issachar is you ever? Because I was in that lowrider world. And I don't mean to make this a long thing, but I want to paint the picture first, you know what I'm saying? And then we can probably find a few scriptures to go with, go with the lesson. But I was in the lowrider world. I had a couple of lowriders and stuff. And Issachar, they make their lowriders. I mean, if you look at the lowriders they make, they are very beautiful. Down to, just the minute details. I mean, the smallest things, you know what I'm saying? But when you get Jake, he built his lowriders. He's very good about his detail too, but he's just not as much as Esau. I said not as much. Esau just over elaborate with his. Not Esau. Issachar. He's over elaborate with his lowriders. He's over elaborate. You know what I'm saying? It's like every little fucking thing you can think of. You know what I'm saying? Every inch of the car is either engraved or in gold, which is beautiful. It's a beautiful artwork, man. It's actually beautiful. But when you see Jake, when you see like Judah, the Northern Kingdom, when they build their lowriders, their lowriders are sweet and it's simple and sweet. It ain't with all that gaudy ass shit on it, man. You know what I'm saying? You ever see a motherfucker that got every fucking accessory he can think of on his fucking car, on his bike? I don't like all that shit. Every shit is over accessorized. And that's what Issachar do. He over accessorized and shit. You know what I'm saying? With shit, But Judah or the Southern Kingdom, they just laid back and they should just be plain. I see like when Judah built his cars, they be more very clean and stick more to the original, but it's very clean and very detailed and clean. And they put a little of the a lot of the accessories. They use a lot of accessories too, but it'd be they do it with cleanness. You know what I'm saying? And to keep the style of the car almost. When Issachar, he'll change the fucking whole style of the car with all the shit that he puts on it. You know what I'm saying? Over accessorizing and shit. So nevertheless, hey man, these motherfuckers laughing. They laughing now. But like I say, it's Esau, a lot of Esau and a lot of Jake women. A lot of Hamites laugh too. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to have nothing. They don't want Jake to have fucking nothing, man. They don't want, if you dark skinned, man, they don't want you to fucking have nothing. Period. Esau did his job well. You are the fucking curse of the earth if you are fucking dark skinned. You know what I'm saying? And it's a shame, And I tell my brothers that I know that are dark skinned, I say, lift your head up, man. You are, from the tribe. You are possibly from the tribe of Judah, man. The same tribe that that Yahushua is from, man. Lift your fucking head up, man. Don't let this fucking world beat you down, man. Fuck these people, man. You could be actually, hey, man. Some of your forefathers that go back in the biblical days could actually have been either some type of lineage with Yahushua, even been a friend of him, or even a friend of his father's or mother, man. Man, lift your head up, man. Don't let you know what I'm saying? Don't let this world beat you down. But they try to do it with these nigga women, and it's funny because just like this picture show, who want Jake? These other nations want Jake. The other nations want women. So we'll take your fucking woman. And I'm not saying I'm of Judah because I'm not dark skinned. My father was dark skinned, but my father's father was light skinned. You know what I'm saying? And I want to see if I can get into my, without showing too much of my personal information. I would like to show a picture of my fathers and my grandfathers all the way up to slavery. I got a picture of my grandfather all the way going up to slavery. I'm gonna see if I can get it without going into too much of my personal life. To my giving up too much of my personal information. But nevertheless, I'll do that with another video. So yeah, back to this picture. It's a beautiful picture. This is a beautiful, beautiful, majestic picture, man. Look at that. And we know this to be true in the scripture, man. The Lord sitting there with his men, and some of the men got crowns on. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful picture, man. And the ones that are without crowns, they got the halo around their head, showing they holiness or they majestic. Not all of them have the halo around the head. I see it's one, two of them without the halo. You know, but this is a beautiful picture. And I don't know if this is a new art or this is a part of that that Renaissance art. I don't know. Or even if it's just AI generated. I don't know. But it's beautiful. It's a beautiful picture. I would like to have this just hanging on my wall. Hmm. So okay, let's just hit it with a couple of scriptures if we can. Um, what do I want to bring out? This is Baruch 4:22. It says, like as now, um, the neighbors of Sion have seen your captivity, so shall they shortly. Excuse me. Like as now, the neighbors of Sion have seen your captivity, so shall they see shortly your salvation from your power, which shall come upon you with a great glory and brightness of the everlasting. Yeah, they're gonna see us go taken up in them ships. You know what I'm saying? And these neighbors could be referring to these nations and these Israelites who don't make it, man. You know what I'm saying? It could be these Israelites who don't make it on the chariots, man. They'd be looking up at us like, damn, why you won't want me, God? Yeah, because your ass are 2/3 and you about to be melted. You know what I'm saying? These other nations gonna also see our glory, and they're gonna be like, damn, it's damn, and they, I said they're gonna be vexed. You know what I'm saying? Looking at the looking at our salvation, man, and they're not a part of it, man. So if you're not gonna be saved, if you're not gonna be saved by the church, you're gonna be destroyed by it. Like I said in my last video, man. They say, man, so hey, man, we got something to hold our head up high, man. We ain't gonna walk around this motherfucker always um, sitting up, always with our head hung low and shit. But this the society Esau wants you to. He produces, and the lies that he tells it will make you have your head down low because you don't have the truth. But in the truth, we have something to hang our head up high. Hey, you can take everything from me, and the little bit that I know in this truth out my head, I can raise my head up high, knowing that who I am and what I am and what I'm a part of. I was thinking about the gym. I was at the gym the other day, Friday, and I was on the treadmill. I'm just walking, and I was thinking about our salvation, man. You know what I'm saying? And I was just thinking about, I was thinking about the 3-Eye Atlas shit. I mean, I'm gonna call it shit because we don't know what it is. I was thinking about the 3-Eye Atlas, and I'm like, man, what if the 3-Eye Atlas coming and it's really the Lord? What if it's coming? What if he coming to bring us our bodies? You know what I'm saying? What if he coming to beam us up and give us our bodies? And what if it just happen right now? What if it happened at midnight hour? What if it just happened right now? And I say and I was just thinking, I just felt that sensation take over my body. I just start tingling and I just got that surge of energy and I just felt that glory and that power like, I said, if the Lord, and it's just my imagination. I say the Lord, what if the Lord if is coming to activate his men? What if this 3-Eye Atlas is that? I was just thinking, what I'm saying, thinking and pondering on myself. I say, what if it's that time? I said he called us up in the sky and give us our new bodies. And I say we about to take this bitch over. We about to take this bitch over. And I was just thinking about me and all the brothers at the camp. I was thinking about us getting our new bodies and receiving our instructions. And I'm like, getting the laws in our inward parts. I was thinking about all that stuff. Like, man, we about to take this bitch over. Man, we about to take this bitch over, man. And I just got a surge of energy, man, Man, I just think like that, man. You know what I'm saying? And I just, man, it's just, oh, man. Man, it's just something to behold, man. It's something to behold, man. So yeah, man, you want to be a part of this, man. You don't want to be out. You don't want to be not a part of this. And all those people, they got laughing emojis. They not a part of it, man. That's why you're gonna either be a 2/3 or you're gonna be a fucking a heathen, man. Either you a 2/3 or you a fucking heathen and you're not part of this, man. A lot of them fucking nigga women are gonna be fucking caught up in the 2/3ers. You know what I'm saying? And just be melted or destroyed for some other fucking. If Jacob's trouble don't get them the fucking missiles or the chariots will, man. Fuck these niggas, man. So we gonna go, hey, man. Like I say, we need to rejoice, man. Give me 1 second. And this, hey, man, and this why a lot of them can't receive it, man. A lot of these niggas can't receive this, and a lot of these nations can't receive it, and they don't want to receive it. They hide it. They hide their emotions with emojis. You know what I'm saying? They hide their emotions with that. You know what I'm saying? They hide behind that. You know, they want to laugh it off. You know what I'm saying? You know, instead of facing the fucking fact. Because if they face the fact, they'll fucking go find a cliff and jump off of it, man. You know what I'm saying? It says, and this is John 3:19, and this is the condemnation, um, that light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light because their deeds were evil. It says, for everyone that doeth evil hateth the light, neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved. And none of these jakes wanted. A lot of these jakes don't want to be reproved. You know, they want to stay in that fucking gross darkness. They want to stay in that darkness, man. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, they can sit back and try to hide behind a fucking laughing emoji, man. You know what I'm saying? The simplest of things, instead of searching out the scriptures and searching out the truth. You know, they want to stay in that darkness, man. And we'll let them dwell in that darkness because we're going to light that fucking darkness up with fucking lasers or fucking nuclear fire, you know, and melt their ass, man. So let them stay in their gross fucking darkness where they belong, man. You know, we don't care, man. We don't care. You know, we telling you we telling you that the arm of the Lord is extended, the hand of the Lord is extended out there, and you should be trying to get your salvation, but or you should be uh we trying to tell you that the hand of the Lord is out there and try to pull you into the truth and pull you into your salvation. But a lot of you niggas don't want it. You want to just stay into that darkness, man. You want to stay in that dark. You think you got time. You think you got time. Oh, not in my lifetime. I'm gonna. You think you gonna just um. You think you might. You think you might actually live long enough to have a fucking funeral like your mama died or your grandma and them all this. This might not be the time that you even fucking have a fucking funeral. This might be the fucking end. You know what I'm saying? You think you're just gonna wash your way through fucking life and this thing will never happen. But hey, but we already know we see the signs. You know what I'm saying? We see the said measures be fulfilled and the scriptures unfold in front of our eyes, which letting us know that the time is coming upon us and the time is near. You know that the ending is come. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and it possibly is a very good chance that it could happen in our lifetime, especially when you see a motherfucker like Donald Trump in office, aka Nero. When you see this motherfucker's in office, man. You know? So this second address 15, and we're gonna start with verse 1. It said, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people. It says the words of prophecy which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord. Yeah, he put those words of prophecy in his man's mouth. And that's why we out here prophesying to y'all, man. Telling y'all the fucking what's happening, man. What's going to happen. So you know that the Lord is with us. We tell you that these things is going to happen, man. You be like, dang, that he said that was going to happen, and it happened. He said that this thing was going to happen, this thing was going to fall down, and it was going to fall, and it's fall. You know what I'm saying? You can look at all the stuff that happened since 2004. I mean, since 2020. The 5 years. Look at this small 5 years, all the shit that happened. You know what I'm saying? Look at all this. And we've been preaching and we've been saying it, man. We've been talking about the pestilence. We've been telling you about the pestilence going to come. And then what happened? C-19. You know what I'm saying? We tell you about the famines and the drought. And what happened? Then you get the SNAP benefits disappear. You know what I'm saying? You get the prices of food has been doubled and then tripled over the last 5 years. We telling you all these things, and you see it right before your eyes. You know what I'm saying? We tell you the love of many will wax cold, and iniquity will abound, and love of many will wax cold. We telling you that, and we see iniquity inbound, and the love of many waxing cold. Motherfuckers killing their own kids and all type of shit, man. Motherfuckers just out here just destroying everything, destroying each other. We telling y'all this. We telling you that the wicked will keep waxing more wickeder and everything and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And you see it right before your eyes. We are prophesying right to you guys because the Lord gave us this gift and the will to do his work. And we doing it, But it's up to you to take it. It's up to you. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you to get a hold of the information and like we got the whole of the information and bid yourself to the marriage, man. You know what I'm saying? If not, you're gonna be casted out. You know what I'm saying? And be destroyed. So let's go to let's go to Exodus. Um, it says, and the Lord said unto Moses, whosoever hath sinned against me, um, him will I blot out of my book. Hey, yeah, you don't want to be blotted out that book, man. You don't want to be blotted out that book, man. Let's go up a little bit. Let's go to 31. It says, and Moses returned to the Lord and said, oh, this people have sinned a great sin and have made them gods of gold. It says, yet now, if thou wilt forgive their sin, and if not, blot me. Excuse me, let's read that over. This is verse 32. Yet now, if thou wilt forgive their sin, and if not, blot me. It says, I pray thee, out of thy book, which thou hast written. It says, and the Lord said unto Moses, whosoever hath sinned against me, him will I blot out of my book. Therefore now go, lead the people unto the place of which I have spoken unto spoken unto thee. Behold, my anger shall go before thee. My angel shall go before thee. Nevertheless, in the day when I will visit their sin upon them. And the Lord plagued the people because they had made a calf, which Aaron had made. And you know that about the going back to the when the people when Moses was going up there to get the tablets and he took long, and the people started turning their back on Moses, and then Most High, they made them they took all the gold that they had got from the Egyptians and stuff and made them another idol gold, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot. And Aaron, them did that with Moses' brother Aaron. So nevertheless, we got these niggas down here doing the same thing, getting impatient, man. They getting impatient and they falling out. They like, oh, That's taking too long. Oh, you seeing all the signs. You seeing these chariot sightings and shit and everything, and you see all this stuff, and but you still draw impatient. You want to get impatient. You losing your patience. You know what I'm saying? And don't let that patience get your name blotted out. Don't let you lose your loss of patience get your name blotted out. You know what I'm saying? You gotta hold on to this with all you got. You know what I'm saying? Because like the scripture say, what Howard said, and he said, if you don't got me, you have nothing, man. So you ain't got no choice but to hold on to this, man, or just perish, man. You want to get the Lord to, you want the Lord to say, hey, man, you did good. You did good. I seen you bobbing and weaving on them ropes, and I seen you was about to go down, but you picked yourself up and you made it to the round was over, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you don't want to, you don't want to get knocked through the ropes, man. And now you find yourself on your back, and your name blotted out the book, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't want your name to be blotted out the book, man. This is Daniel 12 and 1. It says, and at that time shall Michael stand up. It says, the great prince which standeth for the children for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to the same time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered. It says everyone that shall be found written in the book. So yeah, this is the time, man. This is that great time that the trouble, the trouble, such as never was seen, man. This is that time coming, man. That this is that time that's coming up. That Jacob's trouble was approaching, man. You know what I'm saying? And ultimately, Armageddon and World War III, all that stuff is approaching us real fast, man. Every day we drive we drive near that time, man. We see the advancement of the robots and the technology, man. The drones, drone warfare and stuff. This is a time that we never seen before, man. We didn't see all conventional warfare, guerrilla warfare. We didn't seen them fighting all different, them fighting with guns and swords and on horses and then tanks and shit. And jeeps and all that. We didn't see our Humvees. We didn't see all that fighting. This new thing is coming upon us where it's gonna be a time like never seen before, man. There's gonna be this new this new trouble that's upon us. There's this new thing, man, and that's all this technology gonna be involved in it, man. You know what I'm saying? You might have a fucking robot come running up on your ass, man, with a fucking pistol in his hand, ready to take you out, followed by 2 or 3 drones. Well, if he don't get you the fucking drone with C4 on it, you try to hide up under the car, the fucking drone just smash into the fucking car and blow that bitch up with you up under it, man. So hey man, you can't. Hey man, you can't escape this. Hey, you can't escape that time of trouble. Only way you can escape that time of trouble is being into this truth, man, and being found worthy. You know what I'm saying? And having the covering the Most High, man. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man, and Yahweh Shai and his angels. You know what I'm saying? And this truth. You know what I'm saying? You don't want you. Hey, man. You want to be written in that book so you can be covered, man. For real, you want to be in that book, man. So your ass, you want to be in that. That's an insurance book, man. The insurance that your ass will be straight, man. You want your name to be written down, man. Because you got a lot of these net jakes, like all them jakes with them laughing emojis. They name not in the book, man. They name not written in the book, man. They don't care about shit, man. They just want to be a part of some fucking entertainment, man. They want shits and giggles all the fucking time, man. This is Revelation 3 and verse 5. It says, he that overcometh, the same shall be, it says, excuse me, the same shall be clothed in white raiment, and I will not blot out his name of the book of life, man. It says, but I will confess his name before my Father and before his angels, man. Hey, that's what you want to be in, man. We want to be there, man. We want to get our name confessed to the Most High, man, that he did good. He did good, you know. And he did good. He fell down, but he got back up. He never abandoned his post. He never abandoned his mission. He seen it through. Yeah, he was willing to give his life for you. He was willing to lay down his life and go through whatever pain he had to go through to see the kingdom. And that's what we willing. That's what we willing. We got to be willing to do. That's what we got to be willing to do. I was just sick the other day, right? I was sick to my stomach, man. I was so sick, man. And I tested myself. I said, what would you do to feel better? I said, would you take the chip to feel better? Because that's what it's gonna come down to. I said, would you take the chip to feel better? I asked myself, and I said, no, I had to endure this shit. I would have to endure it, man. I crawl my ass up in the fucking corner and just die, man, or whatever, man. But the Lord ain't gonna let us go through that, man. I said that's why He tell you to store your treasures up in heaven, man. Because when the time and when you get into those times, when you get into that time when you sick to your stomach and want nothing help, and you ain't got no money to go to the store to get no damn NyQuil, you ain't got nothing to you ain't got no medicine, no Tylenol, you ain't got no Motrin or none of that shit. What you gonna depend on? That's going to Egypt for help. You got to depend on your faith. You got to depend on your works that you have, your treasures in heaven that you have stored up. But you putting laughing emojis on history, on real history, the biblical history and real history that we know exists, and you don't want no part of it. You want to laugh your way out of stuff and all that bullshit. When you ain't got no damn, because you the niggas that go to fucking Egypt with your hand out. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no treasures in heaven, man. It's been times where I was sick, man. I had to call on the Lord and start telling the Lord reminding him all my works. Like, hey, Lord, I did this. Lord, I did that. Don't forget when I did this. Lord, don't forget when I did that. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget when I did this, Lord, when I did, you know what I'm saying? And I was at camp the other day, and one of my brothers, he used to be needing a ride sometime. And I was hoping that he needed that ride so I can get that I was hoping he needed a ride so I can get that treasure, that coin, you know what I'm saying? But he had went to work, so because he kind of left camp maybe about half an hour early, and just because he worked right down the street from the camp at the stadium. So he left and he took off his guy. I was like, oh, he gotta go to work. But if he'd stayed all the way to camp, I was like, you need a ride home? All right, come on. I got you. Ching, just like Sonic. Ching, taking one of the Akium home, man. Little small stuff, hey man, you never goes a long way. So yeah, you ultimately don't want your name blotted out, man. So hey, do everything to keep your name in the book, man. And so we go to another scripture that kind of like back that up, what I was just talking about, and that's Revelations 20:12, and it says, I saw the dead, small and great, stand before Yahweh. It says, and the books were open, and another book was open. It says, which is the book of life. And the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the book according to their works, man. Hey, get them works. Hey, faith without works is dead, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it says according to their works, man. You know what I'm saying? This is heavy, man. This is very important. This is hey, man. I can't put it no plainer. So hey, man, get to doing something. All that damn laughing and shucking and jiving and kissing Esau ass and that. For the time is over, man. This motherfucker, he know what the fuck he got coming for him. Esau, the Elise, has used all his people as fucking speed bumps. You know what I'm saying? That's all he used to try to slow down the fucking judgment so they can get they ass away in the fucking bumpers, man. He'll use these motherfuckers, man. Once they find out they have been used, it's gonna be too late. They can't do they can't do anything anyway. They shit is sealed. Them nations, they think their faith is already sealed. You know? And only thing they could do is try to they can know the truth and try to sympathize and help us. You know what I'm saying? They might, you might get we might be at a FEMA camp and we get a guard and say you get a hold of one of them guards. It's like, hey man, hey, in the kingdom, look for me. I'm gonna make sure you on your. I'm gonna make sure you get a decent task. In the kingdom, look for me. I'm gonna make sure you get a decent task. Now, hey, can you bring me and my brother out here some water or a little extra biscuit or something to eat on or whatever, or give us a pillow or something, or give us some more clothing? Hey, because in the kingdom, hey, look for me, and I'm gonna make sure you straight. I'm gonna make sure you bitch you gonna be working, but I'm gonna make sure you get some light duty. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna put you on cleaning up the shit. You ain't gotta lift them heavy rocks. Okay, that you look at that motherfucker in his eye, you tell him that motherfucker, you tell him just like that. And you make it be let him know that you believe and that's where he gonna be at. And he gonna look at you and he gonna believe that's where the fuck he gonna be at. Like, mother, you come, hey, I told this Edomite woman, I said, you look for me in the kingdom. And I said, you look for me in the kingdom. Um, I'm gonna make sure you all right, you straight. You know what I'm saying? I scared the shit out of her because I hit her with some scripts. I forgot what we had got into it over. It was some on Facebook. You know, you going over some. It was some shit similar to what I just showed you. And I was hitting the Edomite with I was hitting her with, and I started hitting her with them scriptures, and she couldn't say nothing, right? And I said, you know what? I said, you look for me in the kingdom, and you look for me in the kingdom, and I might have some favor on your ass. You know, I might put you on light duty. You know what I'm saying? You know. So yeah, you look when you in FEMA camp or you somewhere, you tell that Edomite motherfucker. That's why these motherfuckers want to use robots. That's why they want to use robots, because you can't barter with a fucking robot. You know what I'm saying? You can't barter with him. But with these motherfuckers that's been here on this earth, they already know your greatness, Jake. They already know your greatness. They see Michael Jordan and LeBron. They see all these motherfuckers, man. They know your greatness, Jake. Michael Jackson, they know your fucking greatness. They know who the fuck you really are, man. You know, they just in denial. But when you tell that motherfucker, hey, man, you look for me in the kingdom, man, your ass going into fucking hardcore fucking slavery, man. Your ass go. The scriptures say that you're going to have to be paid double for what you have did, man. You and your people going to have to be paid double, man. Hey, but you know what? You look for me in the kingdom, man. You look for my eyes in the kingdom, man. And hey, man, I make sure you on light duty, man, that you ain't going to have to work. Because them motherfuckers going to work. They going to have to work 18 hours a day, man. You know, they going to get 18 hours a day, you know, and they'll be off on they'll be off on the Sabbath and stuff like that, you know, but they ass gonna have to fucking work, man. You know what I'm saying? We gonna work them till they fucking bones fall off, man. We gonna work them motherfuckers. They got work, man. They got work to do. And you look at that Edomite, you make sure you show them that you believe in what you saying, and you tell that motherfucker, hey, I'm gonna give you light duty, man. You know, I'm gonna make you the key bearer. You can hold the keys, or you do something. I mean, I ain't gonna give him the keys and shit. We can get the keys to Ham or something. But we'll give him some light duty. Like, we make sure Ham give him some light. Hey, Ham, give his ass some light duty. You know what I'm saying? Get him put him where let him work in one of the palaces and shit in the cleaning up the trimming the hedges and shit. You know what I'm saying? Let him do some garden work. Let that motherfucker do some garden work. You know what I'm saying? Let him fix the flowers and pick the bouquets and put the bouquets together and whatnot. And for our beautiful women, you know what I'm saying? And hey, say, hey, man, hey, we must believe, man. We must believe in that. So nevertheless, just having a little fun with it. So nevertheless, hey, I don't want to end this lesson. Hey, I would like to say all praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushua Bash. Excuse me. All praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Bashim Krakadosh, double honors to the elders, apostles of GMS, who rule well, taught us the truth. Shalom to the whole for the